Wait. Because I was thinking the same thing. Like, you jumped off the porch. Did you start it?
Yeah, fuck.
We ain't gonna play no music?
You know, sometimes we lead in with some crazy shit, like y'all about to talk shit about me, then we hit the intro music, then I'll come back and be like, well, fuck both of y'all.
Okay, let's start with the talking shit about you. You remember you was clowning the game for posting about Nipsey all the time?
Oh, I was posting about Kobe, like on some game shit. That's real talk.
No, bro, you was like...
Is that how you was looking at it?
Bro, I was like, God damn, like, I get one post, but you didn't even give it time to marinate. You didn't get
Kobe means something to me, dog. Like, I got deep ties.
I get it. Like, I'm a Lakers fan. Everyone knows, like, where I put Kobe at in my top 5 or whatever, the greatest of all time conversations. But you was like, not one post, not 2 posts, not 3 posts. You had like 5 posts per site. Nigga, like 5 Facebook, 5 IG.
Hey.
And they was all different.
Right.
For the first time in Negro history, this dude posted 5 different things on 5 different platforms.
Right.
Usually you hit the rapid fire, da-da-da-da. You hit the Draco of, I'm going to post on Ball, I'm going to post on Soul Me, I'm going to post on my personal, I'm going to post on Country,
Yeah.
I'm going to post on my Ghost Twitter page.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Okay, that's
hurt.
music.
It'll hurt.
Your Viagra
Feel the rock.
I don't want it in my ribs.
You gonna feel the whole
This ain't Valentine's Day, but this your boy Dub.
This your guy, Pretty Flacco.
This is your boy Diddy 314.
We are the Country Cousins.
Ta-da! Sorry.
What the fuck
I don't know.
was that?
The way we came in, it was like 3 amigos. The 3 amigos. No. I don't, you know what? Fuck, we ain't gonna do that.
God.
Don't they do like a sound?
No, it was...
Okay.
This nigga.
Yeah.
But yes, sir. You
No, you
showed your fandom with the Kobe. First and foremost, R.I.P. to the legend.
Yup.
The God.
I think Kobe's one of those players that he legit was getting his flowers while he was here. I know you might disagree with how people had him ranked,
Okay.
but that's always an opinion thing.
Right, but I would say yes and no. I think it was starting to come around that way. You know what I mean? But now all this is pouring out. You know how people are reactionary to shit. It's crazy how he really impacted the game.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple games.
I'm just saying, multiple games. Like everyone coming out talking about something. Yeah, you could take Kobe philosophy and the moment mentality across any.
Damn near a religious movement.
Right.
Well, I'm saying multiple because I think he's the reason the WNBA got their contracts.
You know what's crazy? He is. You got to think about it. Like right before they signed that CBA, or right after they signed it, he was like, "Yeah, there's a few of those players that can play in the WNBA right now." And he named off like 3. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm saying, like, I felt like he was an ambassador to that. He was definitely an ambassador to women's soccer.
Oh yeah.
You know, soccer in general, but definitely women's soccer, especially they run they had this year. And then, of course, you know, he has an unbelievable mark left on the NBA.
Like, you know what's so amazing about Kobe to me was how intelligent he was. And not to say, you know, he was a dummy or anything like that, but the motherfucker spoke 4 different languages.
Yes.
So,
but that's also what made him global. So that's why, you know, the China, the European, you know, of course America feels it because he was a Laker. He was the best player on the number 1 franchise in the NBA.
Say that again?
He was the best player on the number 1 NBA franchise.
Oh, okay.
Right? I mean, is there any debating that?
Of course not.
You know, you can say all you want about them not winning, in 10 years now?
Right.
But they still the Lakers.
Still the motherfucking Lakers.
So, here's one thing. I was talking to some older people, and they likened it to Roberto Clemente dying.
True, except the Roberto Clemente was... Yeah, I guess, because Roberto Clemente, when he died... The funny story about him, did you hear about his 3,000th hit?
No.
So, when he died, he's at the end of his career. Like, it's Twilight. He's at 2,999 hits. It's the last game of the season. And he was sitting on the bench, wasn't even starting anymore. And someone's like, hey, do you want to go get your 3,000th hit? He was like, nah, let someone else get a rep. I ain't worried about it. And the dude was just like, I think it was the manager or team that was like, no, you never know what could happen. You should go get the hit. So his last at-bat, the last game of the season, he gets his 3,000th hit. Dies that off season.
Oh, that's heavy. But yeah, like when I heard about COVID, that's exactly who I compared it to, though.
I compared that and Thurman Munson, the Yankees captain who died still in his prime. Roberto Clemente was basically done for.
Well, COVID was retired, so
no, I'm just saying like
he just wanted a Yankee reference.
Right.
No, but I'm saying
that's why Jeter was.
You're
That's
right.
why Jeter wasn't 100% for the Hall of Fame.
That was hate.
That was complete hate.
It was one vote.
Bruh.
It was some dude who liked the Mets. I think it should be David Wright.
It was somebody. It was whoever voted for Jim Tomei.
Right. The fact that Ken Griffey
Thumb.
Jr. wasn't 100% across the board let you know.
Ken Griffey, he had great numbers, but he didn't win. He didn't fulfill his legacy because he got hurt.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. That's deep.
No, but he's so true.
But the Hall of Fame is individual, though. Like, you can get in with team success if you're on the borderline. But his numbers were so astronomically high and great, he deserved to get in first ballot.
He did get in first ballot.
Well, 100% though.
No, not 100%.
Not 100%.
The
only person that deserved it was definitely Mario Rivera.
Fuck out of here. A relief pitcher?
He was the most dominant relief pitcher in baseball history.
Okay.
Ever.
Okay.
The motherfucker had 2 pitches.
A cutter and a fastball. What's he gonna throw? One of them two. Can you hit it? Mm-mm.
And then there's Jeter.
Jeter should have got in first, 100%. Rivera,
Mariano was that dude.
But Griffey should have got in also 100%.
No.
Not 100.
But yes.
95. 95 or better.
He was 95 point something.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got where
he got where he deserved.
No, but you know why they said he didn't get in 100%? Oh, because we knew he was going to get in, so we was going to give this vote to someone else that's on the borderline. That's gay.
Well, first and foremost, the Baseball Hall of Fame is gay because Barry Bonds is still not in there. Barry Bonds got 64%.
Yep, next year is last year, right?
Him and Roger Clemens.
Right.
I thought it was 10 years.
Yeah, but say it's might be like we're coming up on this shit. Yeah.
Right. Like I think next year's the 10th year.
Well, next year.
Well, baseball to me is has proven to be how stupid and just full of hypocrisy. Like when I was reading more and more about the Astros and the more shit they got caught with the little wiretapping thing,
they had on technology.
Yeah, and you just telling me like, no, Bonds, you can't get in. P. Rose, you're banned forever. Astros, you can have that World Series. We good. Y'all cheated the entire season.
So you know what's gonna happen? None of those fuckers from the Astro team will ever get in.
That's not true.
I compared to
the Black Sox. We
talked about that, right?
I missed that week.
But didn't they take?
I was in lockup.
Yeah, you were.
By Ray J. Booty.
But did they take the Black Sox World Series away?
I can't remember.
You might need to look that up.
It's not registered.
Right.
It's the Michigan Final
And
Four.
that's a perfect example. At the very least, you need to do that to Houston.
All right, but fuck all that. Back to Kobe. And dear white people.
Wait. Before you jump clean off this porch, I want your favorite Kobe memory and your least favorite Kobe memory.
My personal favorite Kobe memory is the 06 playoffs when they were playing against Steve Nash, right?
The one where he
dunked on Steve Nash.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say mailed the game in, like he didn't shoot.
No, so then I'm about to say go back to that same series, Game 7 of that series.
Okay.
Kobe was pissed off because they was like, "Oh, he ball, he don't pass, wop wop wop." This motherfucker goes out there and was just passing his ass off, not even taking shots.
Yeah, like 14 points.
Right, and they lost. They got blew out that game. But yeah, that's my favorite Kobe moment.
Is that also the summer he threatened to leave?
I think that was 04. No, yeah, that was the summer he threatened to leave.
Okay.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
The first time he threatened to leave.
Nah, that's
I
all the time.
only have once.
Well, he got a short contract then, and then
No, because like you remember, Shaq left in
05.
04.
Right. To start the 05 season.
Right, because they got beat by Detroit,
Yeah.
and then Kobe was up in 06.
Yours.
I don't want to go too emotional, but my favorite Kobe memory is clinching game when they beat Orlando for the finals in 2010. Not because of
2009.
2009, 2010. Not because
2008, 2009 season, sir.
no, they went back to back.
Okay, 09, 010, 09, 10 is
That's Boston.
that's
right?
Boston. That's redemption.
Yeah, you're right.
I know.
08 or
Don't argue with the mind.
but just because what was going on in life with shit then with Emily and stuff. So like I remember like watching that game.
What the?
The girl.
Oh. Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, that's why.
That shit got deep.
I said it's about to get deep. I said that. So like that's my memory of Kobe, like having her, holding her in a Kobe jersey, like watching the game. So like that's my favorite memory.
God damn.
Sorry.
That should be your worst memory.
Right.
No, because at the time I was so damn happy he won. I'm like, cheering and shit. So I'm like, that's a good memory. Worst memory, Chris Child's 2-piece. Worst memory.
Hey.
Worst memory.
Hey.
That is absolutely my worst memory of Kobe is getting hit with a 2-piece and seeing some dickhead named Dub say, "Is this your king?" So yeah.
All right, my favorite Kobe memory is the Olympics.
Which year?
The last Olympics.
8 or
he was
12?
on,
12.
where I stayed up and watched the game at 3:45 in the morning, and Kobe carried that team. The team that all the superstars that are of today, he carried that team, and he was the alpha. I got two worst Kobe memories. One, he let me down. The finals he didn't make that he was supposed to play LeBron.
That LeBron didn't make.
LeBron lost to Orlando.
Right.
Oh.
And remember, LeBron got pissed and wouldn't dap up Dwight Howard and walked off the court like a baby back bitch.
But then, I guess that was the year he got hurt. Then he didn't make it versus Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they would have ran through the Dallas team.
Yeah. So it'd been like 2 years in a row they could have played.
Yeah. And then the other one is when he didn't let MJ walk off into the sunset on the All-Star game.
He said, "You're going to have to earn this."
What? No, I thought that was KG.
No. Kobe was guarding him. And Jordan hit the fadeaway.
Right.
The
Wow.
thing...
No, Sean Marion was guarding when he hit
Marion was guarding him. But
when
Kobe
Jordan
came down and tried to win the game.
No,
got
but
fouled.
they tell a story about that, and they were like, "You gonna let Jordan win?" He's like, "No, Jordan got to earn this."
Right.
That's gangster though.
That's my,
Yeah.
Why can't I have that as a bad memory? I want MJ to walk off in the sunset.
I appreciate Coach like, "No, you're going to earn this pussy."
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Great Kobe, basically anecdote, right? Like that's who he was.
All week we've been getting hit with all these Kobe stories, and like, damn, he's just
Yeah.
A dog.
Bruh. But don't wait till someone die and then come out and say, "Oh, I really wish I would have made amends with him." If it
who
was
said that?
If it was fuck him when he was alive,
Oh,
Smush Parker weak ass.
Oh,
That weak motherfucker told me something. Yeah, I wish I could have made amends with Kobe. Oh, fuck you, man. Don't try to capitalize. Don't try to get popping off this man's name right now. You know what I mean?
hey man, Smush Parker was the second leading scorer in the 81-point game. Giving him his due.
how many did you have, Smush? I had a hot 9.
I thought he had 12.
Okay.
That shit was crazy because it was like 90-some combined points and Kobe had 81. Like,
Right.
hey. But do you see that meme about Kwame Brown talking about something?
Oh,
Don't
don't
even
even stretch.
I ain't
Passing the ball to none
ball.
of you niggas.
But that's why we love Kobe, right? Like
Yeah.
he was the last alpha of that generation.
I think he was the last true alpha.
No, I mean
LeBron is not a true alpha. Though.
I said of that generation. Like,
Oh, okay.
it's turnover right now. We in the changing of the guard of the NBA, right? Like Yeah, LeBron still up there. It's a LeBron, KD,
Greek freak.
Giannis, and
Giannis to me is he's not in that. He's in that next wave, like getting ready to have that torch him.
it's because he ain't won. And Kawhi. That's the Mount Rushmore of
current.
Steph.
I'm just talking about people that's playing.
Okay.
I guess KD hurt too, huh?
I get what you're saying, though. But, dear white people, this is what fucking pissed me off. Like, as a culture, we're tired of not having our legends' legacy tarnished. You know what I mean? We're tired of having our legends' legacy tarnished, right? But we also are tired of not having legends live long enough so we could just really enjoy them and see their life grow, right? You motherfuckers, you dirty bitches that's bring up their rape case that he wasn't convicted for. You could suck my dick from the back after I just took a long dookie shit like a motherfucking diarrhea shit.
Mud butt.
Because like it's one motherfucker talking about some comedian.
Ari,
Sure.
yeah, Shafar.
You're a bitch.
Big bitch.
I hope fucking Magic Johnson and Charlie Sheen runs a train on you, unprotected, you nasty bitch.
Finished off by Magic Johnson's son.
Right. You nasty bitch. Someone
On his face.
Oh yeah, the rapist is dead. Like that was so
tasteless
and disrespectful, my G. Like,
but he did it because now his name's out there.
But he can't get work anywhere because no one's touching him with a 10-foot pole.
That's
no
great.
one in LA would ever touch this dude.
No, not just LA.
Everywhere.
Like,
US.
Kobe was legitimately globally loved. I'll take from what you're saying about our legends not living long enough to have a legacy while they're alive. I think the greatest thing about Kobe was that he was starting to peel back the layers. What was the thing that we really loved and hated about Jordan? We loved him because he was great.
Right.
We hated him because he was an asshole. Kobe starts transitioning from less asshole to more of a storyteller.
Right.
You know, he started doing the detail where you start seeing how great, you know, he could break down every situation of a game. You know, where he was mentoring all these younger players, the Kyries, the Kawhis, you know, the Paul George, Justin Tatum, Luka. Like, he had a big affection for Luka. Like, I think that was the thing that was making me become more of a Kobe fan than anything. Because I wasn't the biggest Kobe fan when he was playing. I respected his greatness. I'm not a Laker fan like y'all. I've been adopted Laker because all my fucking friends are Laker fans.
All right, cuz.
So I watched a shit ton of Laker games. I didn't have any affiliation. My affiliation was to AI. Wherever he went, I went.
Right. But then you also had people talk about, well, there's other families on there. Like, I told someone this week that motherfuckers like Everyday B, and we don't care about them because we don't know them. We don't say this because we don't know them. Everyone knew Kobe, right? You know what I mean? Everyone had a feel for knowing Kobe because you got to think about it. We watched this kid, a 17-year-old kid, grow to be a grown man with a family and accomplish all these great feats.
On and off the court.
Right.
Because Kobe was a number one book, New York best time seller. He won a Emmy?
Oscar for Dear Basketball. Have you ever watched that?
For the Muse?
No, Dear Basketball.
It's a little animated thing. Like, I recommend. Yeah, it's
deep. So, this happened when he was recovering from
ACL.
Achilles. He never tore his ACL. You suck at this. You know that?
I just give him. Okay, you know what?
He wrote it when he was going through recovery and stuff like that from his from his Achilles.
You suck. You know that?
And it's really like talking about basketball and his love for it, but he's talking about he can't do it anymore because his body. I'm
giving you all I got to give.
Right. He physically can't do it
and
anymore.
I don't feel bad because I've given it all to you.
It's a beautiful.
Man, he getting more points than you. He dropping quotes and shit right now.
This shit was powerful.
Right. That shit was deep though.
I've never watched it.
It's Power.
Like,
I watched the Muse thing.
That's a good one too.
Right.
But he's watching The Price is Right, shit, getting his shit stretched out.
And then I bought the book. I bought the book for my daughter.
you know he don't read, so
This one,
right.
it gets stuck.
This is coming from the guy who reads with his finger.
Loading.
T-he. That's
Okay.
Kobe. Kobe.
So you trying to make fun of me because I'm like legally blind and it's braille I'm reading, motherfucker?
I'm legally blind.
But yeah, I mean,
Hey, man.
again,
Hold it down.
I think Kobe was about to transcend basketball and hit that Magic level of business person.
Oh.
You know, because he was investing in a lot of stuff. He had the body armor deal. He had
Rap snacks.
a bunch of different things that he had his hand in, and we hadn't seen that from our other stars. You know, the intellectual, grab
Right.
from the legends. Like, we've seen it from the lesser players,
True.
but never the legend, never the MJ, the Magic, the Bird. They always had to do something with basketball. He didn't have to do anything with basketball to become great.
You don't think LeBron's doing that?
I said we had never seen it from the old,
Okay, the old guard.
Right.
Okay.
I think that's why Kobe really rocked with Kyrie. Because Kyrie is on...
Kyrie thinks the world is fucking flat.
Okay, everybody has their own philosophy.
He's different.
He's different.
But I think it's going to be a lot more of these guys that
Do the one more
retire at 35.
True.
The guys is like, no, I built my brand. I'm going to ride out now.
I can see Kawhi being one of those guys.
KD. I think KD might play 3-4 more years
So you think he might just play the Brooklyn contract and done?
and say, fuck it.
Yeah, I can see that because now these guys making way more money than they ever made in the back in the day. You know what I mean? Because Kobe retired, making, I want to say like 200 and some million, almost 300 million, right? Shit. Dame Lillard is going to have that, and he still will be like
30.
30s. Yeah.
And still will never win shit.
It's the NBA.
Dame will never win shit.
Bro, don't disrespect Dame.
No, Dame is fantastic. Dame time, I get you. But you ain't winning shit. Not in this NBA.
Why not?
Okay, let me
This
preface
year,
it.
this year is set up for LA.
It is.
Yeah.
Laker Clipper.
And plus there's a tragedy. The Lakers are winning this. Period. Like, it ain't even a question.
I hope.
Okay. But Dame, if he wins, it'd have to be like it's a blockbuster, you get traded somewhere else.
He could win in Portland.
Right.
You got to think, Portland has never got another superstar in free agency. The last superstars they brought in were the jail Clippers.
So how many years until you think Portland wins?
As many times as all these niggas change teams, you
Right.
got to give me a 2-year update.
Bro, you know what?
How many years?
If I was Portland,
Over under.
If I was Portland, what they need to do...
LeBron's only good 2 more years.
Over under.
Let me finish, cranium. LeBron is here 2 more years. So 3.
You think they'll win in 3 years?
They have a great shot.
3 years?
Yeah.
$100 right now on air. I say they don't.
Motherfucker, I'm not betting on some teams I don't know what it look like.
Who we both going in 3 years?
No.
I just said they're not going to do it. You said they are.
You said best shot.
God.
Semantics, asshole.
Yeah, right. I hate arguing with smart.
You know what the Blazers need to do?
31.
The Blazers need
Kobe.
the Blazers need to move on from CJ Miles. Not CJ Miles, but CJ McCollum. They need to move on from him. Because you have 2 6'3" guys in your starting backcourt.
2 6'3" guys that play like 6'3" guys. Donovan Mitchell 6'3", but he don't play like he's 6'3".
Right. So they need to move on from McCullough and trade him to the Bulls for Zach LaVine.
Anything, something like that. So you move them. Now you got a solid 1-2. You gave up. You're gonna give up on Melo, even though I think Melo should ride that out because he's a good fit for them. He can just come in and score.
Melo said he want to retire a Blazer.
So you bring in a younger version of Melo.
Mm-hmm.
You bring in a Bam. You bring in somebody.
Who made the All-Star team?
That's for the record. Good record. just like Sabonis. But we're gonna get that on Ball and Buckets.
What show?
Ball and Buckets.
What show again?
Motherfucking Ball and Buckets.
There you go.
But they're 2 pieces away from being legit contenders.
Not gonna happen, but okay.
Because everybody else is gonna keep moving. Kawhi and PG not gonna stay together forever. LeBron is, like I said, he got a couple years. Him and AD. KD and Kyrie, that marriage ain't gonna last. 2-3 years, it's a whole different NBA landscape.
Right. Also, back to Kobe. You disrespectful ass, fake ass military people. I can say that shit because I'm a veteran.
Please, that's what I got into with about someone. All right.
What happened?
So this motherfucking it's the same redneck me and you was talking about the last time we recorded. I was at someone. I'm not gonna apologize for being white.
Right.
This motherfucker posts this dumbass shit. It's a waste of energy to mourn the death of Kobe Bryant because someone from the military died the day before in a helicopter accident. So don't waste your time.
Could they shoot a jumper, bitch? Did they have a fadeaway? Did they win the slam dunk contest? Do they have 5 rings? No, I'm not finished.
Was that 18-time All-Star?
Do they have at least 13 series of shoes? Do they have any jerseys that say Mamba on them with their name? Fuck them.
Well played.
They died doing their job.
Well played. So this dude was just like,
was that good from a non-Kobe fan?
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm sorry, non-Laker.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, but
man, fuck them.
But basically, I was just like, how the fuck are you gonna say that? So he's quoting this general. He posted and said, "I agree with this guy." I was like, "That general's a fucking idiot, and you're a fucking idiot. You're trying to tell people that they can't fucking comprehend how to mourn for 2 different things. Taken away from you saying that people are stupid for mourning for Kobe Bryant over this general is what's wrong with this company because that's borderline racist as fuck. What you're saying, and you're saying don't mourn for the nigga is what you're saying."
Oh wow!
Damn, now that got aggressive.
But I guess
that's what he's saying.
But this you got to put it in context, though, right? You said a general said this. He was quoting a general, right? We all know there's only been maybe 4 or 5 black generals ever in all the armed forces, so we know what generation that general comes from,
and we know the person who's quoting the dude. Right. Fuck him too. I'm almost tempted to say his name.
We know.
Fuck him. Say it.
Right. We know the military. Period, has been racist.
We know this country.
Like, right. So, fuck you, General Douchebag.
Let's stop sugarcoating it. This whole goddamn country is racist. But we can all agree the world fucking stopped Sunday.
Bruh.
Right?
True.
Where'd you find out?
Twitter.
Were you at home?
Yep.
Where'd you find out?
I found out from his text. I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was at the crib. I just got back from Cape Girardeau.
Do you know how I found out? I'm at Sam's in the meat department and a grown black man was crying at work. I didn't know what happened. I was like, brother, are you okay? Like, you crying, brother, like you in tears. Grown black men don't cry in public.
Right.
Not the ones that wear boxes with dick holes. If you wear the little cutout panty line thing, we get it. But shout out to Pastor Troy. This grown man was crying and said, I need to go home. I said, man, are you okay? Like, somebody in your family died? He was like a brother to me. I was like,
who, brother? Who?
I was like, my man, are you okay? Do you need a hug? I'm here for you, black man. And he's like, man, Kobe died. I'm like, what Kobe? Like, Kobe that got his record beat yesterday? He's like, Kobe Bean Bryant died in a helicopter. I'm like, you lying. He crying, like boo-hoo crying. A dude come out the back, like they embrace. They do a full-on dick-to-dick hug. And that's how I found out. Like,
did you make a 3-way hug?
No, they was behind the.
But you almost.
If I could have went back there, I would have got in there. Chicago Cubs, no, yeah, Chicago Cubs dick bump style. But brother, like the world stopped. Like every news outlet, every post you ever saw on any social media from Messi to Ronaldo to
Neymar, everybody.
them just the Nike dudes. Like everybody that plays soccer, everybody that ever touched the basketball in their life, everybody that ever just anything.
Tennis players, NBA, everybody. Right.
Like the world stopped.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny because I was making a joke about it like literally a month ago because someone at the job called off work for bereavement. You know how our bereavement shit was.
You ain't gotta do nothing.
You ain't gotta do nothing. So I was joking with my boss. My boss was like, hey, I'm just telling you now, certain celebrities die, I'm taking 3 days. Michael, Kobe, Ric Flair, or Tyson, I'm out 3 days. Month later, so when I found out the news,
you text us.
Huh? You text that you taking bereavement.
No, because one of them asked me like, "So you gonna be back Thursday?" Like they just assumed they was like, "You ain't gonna be here." Like you said you weren't gonna be here.
So from what I'm taking from this conversation is you killed Kobe.
No, LeBron did.
No,
well,
I'm blaming you.
I'm blaming you. Hairless wonder.
Hey, it was tough.
I just want to fart in your general direction.
That first day. Well, the toughest thing for me about it, too, was the whole daughter thing.
Right.
I mean, we ain't touched on that. Of course, we cared that the other families died, but we can't identify them. There was no connection. It's up to their family to mourn. We're not mourning them any less. It's just we don't identify with them.
Correct.
But at the same time, we're all fathers. So, like, we understand what they're going through.
Allegedly.
I pay the child support. They mine.
And they look just like them.
That's true.
And they pretty dark.
Beautiful dark chocolate. But to die with your child helpless, bro, that's a whole nother level of like.
You know what though? I do wonder how because we'll never know obviously what fully happened. I went down the rabbit hole, was trying to find all the little videos, and there's the fake videos of the helicopter crash, but then someone did have, and of course we don't know how credible it is, but they had the transmission between the pilot talking to the different air traffic controllers.
Okay. And
what got me about that, listening to him, like the last one, he didn't respond, and the air traffic control was like 72 Echo X-ray. Do you copy? And it's dead air, and he's like, "Do you copy? You need to raise your altitude above 1500." And he's just like, "Do you copy?" So I wonder just from listening to that, because even listening to the pilot never sounded shook,
distressed, right?
No, so it's almost like, was it like did you not see? Like, how did it happen?
They said it was low visibility, and they said that dude was their best pilot. Like, he was literally the guy that flew every celebrity around LA. This was Kawhi's guy. This was Kobe's guy.
But if that's the case, though, if it was low visibility, like when I listen to him, I'm telling you, like, the mountain must have jumped up out of nowhere, because it wasn't like it wasn't nothing. It was just like, okay, you give permission granted to raise, and like he says something like, okay, raise an altitude. Then you don't hear anything, and then you hear the air traffic controller. So like, did you literally was it that that bad that you didn't see that?
I think it was like a car crash.
Right.
Being in a fucking car crash a month ago, like you can see some stuff happen even if you're not the pilot. Like, we've been in stuff. It's like, hey, and then even if it's that
but
level.
What do you think you would like?
But think about when you're driving, right, and it's really foggy. A lot of times you can't see that far in front of you.
They said it was bad. Like, he had to get permission to take off.
I get you, but I would almost think you'd say, did you make a noise when you were about to get hit?
No, I ain't scream. I ain't no bitch.
I expected you to be like, ah!
No, like, he probably tensed up and so like, fuck.
Oh, I definitely tensed up.
But even if it's that like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying?
But if low visibility, he didn't see the mountain.
But I just wonder, like, when we were talking about like protecting your dog, like, if he didn't see it, I wondered, did they see it?
Oh, okay, I get it.
I get it, but it was one of them things where I literally think it was like, hey, we're gonna catch the hell, because they had a game the day before.
No, they had a game that day.
They also had a game the day before. They were there Saturday.
Oh.
And did the same routine. I think it was a Sunday. Hey, y'all want to catch the helicopter with us? Beat the traffic? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, that'll be great. You know, blah, blah, blah. They fly down. You know, they think they just going to have the quick trip, quick back.
Supposed to be a 15-minute ride.
Right. So, somebody did show video of them flying over L.A. So, like, that was credible. It's still a thing of you doing what you love with your child. Mm-hmm. And you don't expect nothing to happen. Like,
I mean, even though he's in a different time frame, it would be just as bad or just as something like you taking your dog. Yeah, and just
right. You don't set out for this trip, this journey.
But that's why it makes you think about that whole, like, not to go down too much of a religious path, but just that, yeah, like, you gotta take everything for, like, you can't take anything for granted because you don't know it's that instant.
I'm tired of those fake ass posts also. Not from you, I'm just saying from people like, oh, if you have an issue with someone in your house, make amends with them.
I think that's kind of true, though.
That's if you want to.
True.
There's people that if I never talk to them again, I won't be hurt.
That's fine. I'm just saying, like, but your inner circle, like, I don't want to.
You shouldn't fall out with your inner circle to the point where you can't discuss it.
True, but, like, I don't even want to end it with an argument where we don't talk.
Nah.
Not even that day, because if Flacco jumps off the porch and says some ignorant shit, which he's prone to do, I want to make sure that I make up with him before we go to sleep, because that he might not wake up.
We go to sleep.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, brother.
We both said, damn.
You know what I'm talking about. But I'm serious. Like, I want to make sure, like, I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you don't, like, shit's so crazy to me now. Like
you said we like we French or something.
I get you what you're saying.
Right.
I think about the story you had last week when you got out of pocket with your boy and said some fuck you and whatever you stand for. So let's say, hypothetically, y'all separated and something happened and he died. How bad would you feel that, like, that was the last shit you said to your boy?
Right. I get it from that standpoint, right? But the way you try to make it seem like, okay, in life, we're guaranteed to die. We all are dying every day, right? We're guaranteed to die. So if we walk around living in fear with that constantly on our mind, we're not going to understand the beauty of life. And
No.
I'm just saying, like, so if I fall out with you, right? Sometimes you do need time to, you know, let it process and think about it. Like, all right, let me hit this motherfucker up. Hey, my bad. But if at the end of the day, if something was to happen to someone I said something to that I legit had a relationship with, at the end of the day, our bond is going to be so tight that they would know where I was coming from, and I would know where they was coming from, and then we was going to make amends at some point.
We didn't fall out. We had a disagreement last year, right?
Right.
Is that when you get out of pocket and started talking disrespectful to us?
I'm reckless to all y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I said we had to fight.
But it was more me and him than you.
Right.
I know. I was sitting there listening to my parents argue, like, "Oh God, which mommy days stop?"
You should have said 2 Christmases. But even that night, did we talk that night? I think we talked the next day.
Right.
Like, you gotta process it. If something would have happened to him that night, yes, I would have felt bad that my guy is gone. But at the end of the day, we should be, as homeboys, friends, family, whatever, close enough to know that this shit ain't forever.
Right.
Like, if I fall out with you at this point in my life, we're gonna talk about it. We gotta talk about it within 48 hours, or I'm just gonna go back to thinking shit gravy. I fell out with my sister for fucking 9 months. If I can fall out with somebody like that, now granted, that was younger me. That was 28-year-old me.
But I also feel it's probably your fault.
It was not.
You probably said something out of pocket.
It was principle. We can have a quick take on that. We'll do a quick take on that next week, and I will describe the whole scenario to all sides that I know, and y'all can elaborate. But again, let's wrap this up on Kobe. 41 years old is not long enough for somebody that's a legend, for somebody that was achieving greatness after they have already reached the pinnacle of the mountain. So we take our hat off to Kobe Bryant. We take our hat off to everybody that lost their life in that crash. But we pulling for the Bryant family because Kobe was bigger than life. You know, we all have a pair of Kobe's. We have a Kobe jersey. We got an 8. We got a 24. And if we ain't learned nothing else, is that we got to go hard 24/8. Give it everything our all. We got to be great. We got to push on. And we got to be the motherfuckers that lock shit down for the future.
Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality. It's been another week of Country Cousins. This your boy Dub.
This has got Pretty Flocko.
This is Diddy 314.
And he's that juggernaut, bitch.
Ooh, thank you.